The pull-up is a fundamental bodyweight exercise that will help you achieve a strong and well-developed back. However, that isn't to say that it's an easy exercise to do. In this video, we'll be covering some tips and best practices to help you get your first pull-up and then 10 more. Tip number 1, choose a grip that's most comfortable. For most people, this will be a pronated grip with hands slightly more than shoulder width apart. However, don't be afraid to try a close, wide, or chin-up grip. Different grip variations recruit different muscles, with the close and chin-up grips being easier than the wide grip. Tip number 2, progress up to the pull-up. Many times when learning a new skill or exercise, we rush to do it as quickly as possible, leading to poor form, frustration, and possible injury. The pull-up is a complex compound movement. Take your time to do the following progressions before attempting to do a strict pull-up. The first progression is the inverted row, also known as an Australian pull-up. These are great if you find that you lack the upper body strength required to do a pull-up. The inverted row is an excellent exercise that works all your pulling muscles, including your lats, teres major and minor, biceps, and brachialis. You can progress or regress this exercise by changing the height at which you pull at, with a lower height being the harder variation. Scapular pull-ups are the next exercise I recommend doing. This is a great exercise to build strength and stability in the shoulder girdle, as well as scapular control. This movement is a combination of both scapular retraction and depression. Think of it as actively moving the shoulder blades back and down towards the ground. When performing this exercise, imagine squeezing a piece of paper as hard as you can between your shoulder blades. Make sure to keep your arms straight the entire time. This exercise focuses on scapular strength and the range of motion is small, so don't compensate by bending the arms. If you find this exercise too difficult, you can make it easier by placing your feet on the ground. Pull-up negatives are a great way to build up strength required for the pull-up. You can either jump into it or elevate your feet so that you start with your arms already bent. The key here is to hold the position as long as you can and slowly lower yourself down. This movement mimics the eccentric portion of the pull-up and is often the last piece in achieving a proper pull-up. If you can hold the negative for 10 seconds, then you're ready to perform a full pull-up. For those of you with resistance bands, doing band-assisted pull-ups is an excellent way to train as it mimics the exact motion required to do one. The resistance bands give the most assistance at the bottom of the motion. The chin-up is easier to do than a pull-up as it recruits more of your biceps to assist in the pulling motion. If you find that you can almost do a full pull-up, practice doing reps of chin-ups. Tip number 3, remember to brace your core. This means tightening up your abs, glutes, and keeping your legs together. This will ensure that you don't swing around wildly while performing repetitions and that each rep is done consistently and with perfect form. Last but not least, tip number 4, train consistently. It's important to put in the time and work to learn and get good at new exercises. The pull-up is a challenging exercise to learn. Don't expect to master it without putting the effort in. I recommend training the aforementioned exercises at least once a week and at most 3 times a week. This will ensure adequate time for neuromuscular adaptation and give your body plenty of rest. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. And if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe.